Now, related to this, there are the three mechanisms: free radical mechanism, cationic mechanism, and anionic mechanism. That is through the steps, that is initiation, propagation, and termination, we can do the mechanism by using cation. If suppose example, any acidic like H2SO4 or HBF4. So the generation of cation simple reaction, that is H plus plus BF4 minus, and then through the three steps you can do the mechanism by this chain CH2CH. Now in this, that is the monomer taken, that is the propylene, CH2CH, CH3, R is the group. So initiation, so this H plus, that means the cations, this add to the first monomer, that means this monomer gets activated. So in this way the initiation of this monomer takes place. Now the second step involved, that is the successive addition of the monomer into the first monomer, then propagation, nothing but the just addition of the number of monomers, and this process go on. Now after this, the third step, we have to stop the reaction. So we are stopping the reaction by BF4. So here B gets added, F gets added, and the BF3, that means here the reaction can terminate or the reaction is stopped. Now the second step, that is the anionic mechanism. As stated earlier, the cation addition, here anionic, that is the anion. Generation of anion, we have taken the example RLI. That means you can add R minus minus. So in this, that is the again same step involved, that is the initiation, that is the addition of this R minus or anion into the monomer first, it gets activated. So then successive addition, then it is the propagation, and then addition of the H plus for the termination, that reaction is terminated. Now in this second one, we have discussed the chain or addition. This is called as the step or condensation polymerization. Here each step involves some kind of the condensation reaction. It is stepwise and byproduct is formed. In the previous one, in the addition, no byproduct is eliminated. So in the addition or the chain, that is the empirical formula of the monomer is same as the polymer, that is no byproduct is eliminated in the previous. So here the some byproduct in the forms of HCl, SCSO and water, they are eliminated. So the molecular weight of the monomer as well as the polymer is different. Now here suppose formation of nylon. So what, as we discussed, that is the monomer must contain the double bond or functional group. If suppose through the condensation omega amino capric acid, so it will give, that is the nylon 6. That means what are the groups involved? The first amine group and the carboxylic group. So the reaction takes place, and by the elimination of here H and OH, by elimination of minus H2O, it will form, that is the NHCO linkage. NHCO linkage, nothing but the amine linkage, and the final product is this one, that is HNH2 CH2 CO OH n times. Or you can take the example of hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. Hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid, it will form the polyhexamethylene adipamide or nylon 6,6. So again there is a NH2 and COOH, then linkage gives that NHCO, and final product is a polymer, that is the nylon. Now classification based on the polymerization reaction, that is the second classification. Now in this classification again split up into the two types, addition one and the condensation one. Now we will see first addition polymers. In this addition polymers, all vinylic monomers undergo the addition reaction during polymerization in presence of catalyst or initiator. Now in this, if suppose the example taken CH2CHCl, that is the vinyl chloride. So CH2CHCl, which contain the double bond, and this double bond breaks under the certain condition of heat, light, pressure, catalyst. makes as a bifunctional vinyl chloride, and finally this vinyl chloride forms as a PVC. That means it is a homopolymerization. That means only one type of a monomer is involved, that is polyvinyl chloride is obtained by the single monomer of vinyl chloride, and the product is called as the homopolymerization. If there are suppose CH double bond CHO CH3, it will give the PVA. Now in this you can take monomer, homopolymer or copolymer. Example of the copolymer for the addition, that is the styrene and butadiene. Styrene, that is the CH2 double bond CH C6H5, and butadiene CH2 double bond CH CH double bond CH2. Both the monomers styrene and butadiene which contain double bond in its structure, and they undergo the polymerization by breaking of the bond and form, that is the styrene butadiene rubber, SBr rubber. They are the linear. Now coming to the second one in this addition, condensation polymerization. This condensation polymerization, that is as discussed previously, the example omega aminocapric acid, if this one takes, so the condensation between carboxylic and amine group, and it will form, that is the nylon 6, that is the CO-NH linkage or NH-CO linkage with the elimination of H2O. But here that is only bifunctional, then it will form the linear polymer. But if here the example under condensation polymerization, if phenol is condensed with the formaldehyde, then it will form, that is the cross-linked structure. Otherwise, if the two functional, then it will give the straight linear polymers. Now into the next classification based on the thermal behavior, that is action against heat. This classified into the two categories. One is the thermosoftening and second one is the thermosetting. So in this we can see the first one, thermosoftening. Thermosoftening polymer, they are formed by the addition polymerization, and these are the linear polymers. That means the polymeric chains have the no cross link, only there are the few van der Waals weak forces which binds the two polymeric chains of the thermosoftening polymer. The forces are weak. When the temperature gets increased, these weak forces reduced or weakens, and slight application of the stress or the pressure, the deformation or the chain slippage of such type of thermosoftening polymer takes place. That means when temperature increased, it convert into the liquid, and this you can put into the any desired mold and you can give the any shape. That means such type of the thermosoftening plastic, they can be heat or cooled at any number of times. Once they can heated, again put into the any desired mold and give the shape, but do not heat above its decomposition temperature. That's why these thermosoftening polymers, these have Russell or the scrap value, and they are soluble in organic solvent. The examples of the thermosoftening polymers: polyvinyl chloride, polyethylene, polystyrene. These are the few examples. Now the second category in this, thermosetting. This thermosetting polymers are formed by the condensation polymerization. They are also soft on heating and hard and rigid on cooling after the first heating. Once you have given the shape, this form due to the monomers which having the three functional groups. So if you have given one shape, the forms that is a polymer is a hard infusible mass like as a concrete. So you cannot heat subsequently, that in heating and cooling at only one times. If you against forcefully heated, the decomposition of the temperature decomposition of the polymer takes place. These polymers are insoluble in organic solvent. That's why they have not resell or the scrap value. Now this given here, that is the distinguish addition polymerization, condensation polymerization, linear chains and three-dimensional. Bifunctional monomers involved, here the thermosetting trifunctional, heating and cooling at any number of time, only one time. This thermosoftening forms lower molecular weight polymers. The thermosetting form higher molecular weight polymers. This is remolded and it should not be remolded. Can reclaim from the waste, it should not be reclaimed from the waste. Soluble in the less organic solvent, but thermosetting is not soluble. Now the next